Hi everyone, my name is Ando. Today I am going to present about stress in the workplace. So there are many different definitions for work stress with one common prediction that severe work stress can bring negative outcomes to the organization and the employee. There are also various reasons that cause stress in the workplace, such as the job environment, or it may come from the individual factors. Even though work stress is problematic, there are several ways for the employee and the organizations can do to minimize it. So like many other people, I have faced with stress countless time in my job. I'm currently working at a fast-paced Japanese restaurant. I have to hold many different duties, such as greeting the customer, taking their orders, etc. It gets even worse when my restaurant are extremely understaffed. We only have 2 servers for the whole restaurant. On top of work overloaded and understaffed, the chef and the managers have poor quality relationship with the servers. Besides work, I am also a full-time student. It is hectic for me when it comes to the last few weeks of school. Being able to maintain good grades in school and good performance in work sometimes make me physically and psychologically exhausted. And I do believe that my personalities, which include competitiveness and hostility, contribute to the stress that I have as well. So what does the book say about work stress? According to the textbook, stress is a physiological and/or psychological reaction to an event that is perceived to be threatening or taxing. Yet it is a perceptual concept. This means that some activities may cause me a lot of stress, but you may find it's not stressful at all, and you may enjoy it. This leads to the 2 concepts of stress. Distress, the negative stress that causes you and me exhausted, and eustress, the positive type stress that motivates you and me to achieve our goals. So where do stress come from? It may come from the job itself, such as being a police or a physician are very stressful. The textbook emphasized 2 different sources of stress. The first source is the organizational sources or situational stressors, which consist of work stress, work task stressors, work overloaded or underutilization, and work role stressors, which include job ambiguity, employees' lack of control, etc. The second source of stress is individual sources or dispositional stressors. People who have type A pattern behavior, such as hostile and impatient like me, will more likely to have stress. On the other hand, people who are high in stress susceptibility, such as hardiness of oneself and self-efficacy, will less likely to have stress. There are many research have been conducted on work stress. Today, I'm going to talk about the empirical journal called Hardiness and the Relationship Between Stressors and Outcomes of Manning, William, and Wolf. Using correlational method, the purpose of the study is to measure how hardiness of employees are related to the stressors and the health-related outcomes. Using the self-reports on employees of wide range of job, the researchers were able to measure 3 different sets of variables of the employees: stressors, health-related outcome, and hardiness. The results show that hardiness is negatively correlated with stressors and positively correlated with health-related outcomes. It supports the primary hypothesis that people who are high in hardiness will be less likely to be stressful because they treat stressful events as challenging tasks. There are various ways to cope with stress. For my situation, the first thing I should do is to balance school and work. For organizational strategies, the restaurant owner should remove some of the responsibilities of the waitress and hire more employees to reduce the state of understaff. The managers and the chef should improve communication with the waitress to enhance the relationship with them. They should be more supportive so that the restaurant becomes a less stressful environment. For individual coping strategies, practicing meditation, spending more time to relax, exercise, and diet plans will help me to cope with stress. According to the research article in the textbook, I should practice hardiness in special program, so it would help me to better cope with stress too. And last but not least, the most important thing I have to consider is that to remove myself from this stressful work environment and find a new job. Thank you.